Kinematics 18, because this is 17 yesterday, this is 18. So the same heading continues. Motion under gravity, that is in 2 dimensions. That is a lesson 2 in that. Kinematics 18, motion under gravity 2. Projectile motion or motion in a plane, all names are given to this. We discussed something like this yesterday. A particular kind of a projectile that you throw it from the ground this way, making some angle either with the horizontal or with the vertical. And we've understood many things there, that given the initial velocity, what do you mean by given initial velocity? You are given v0 and theta, and g is already known. So taking these initial conditions, how can you study the motion of the body? Studying the motion meant what? Finding out velocity as a function of time. Finding out position as a function of time. Position means x and y coordinates. And then eliminating time from x and y coordinates, we've got the path of the particle, right? And we found out how much time it takes to fall back to the ground. And we found out how much greatest vertical height it reached. All right. And the range, all these things we found out. Now that discussion was over. All this is over. Now the applications under that exercise I put it. This is not serious problem. Problems will be slightly difficult. We'll start doing some exercise we do on the same heading before we go for other types of projectiles. Exercise here we do. Okay. Number 1. I'll start with the simplest of the questions. So nobody should have any issue. It's only substitution questions I'll give you, only to make you recollect the formula. Okay.
Yes.
Come on. So this is the kind of motion. All right. He's asking you to calculate what? Time of flight, this R, this H max, all these things, and velocity of the topmost point. These things were asked. So can somebody tell me quickly? First answer, time of flight is how much? T equals. Do you want to use the formula? You can. Yes. But if this is given as 30 here, this angle is
60.
60. So I should write that now, right?
Yes, sir.
2 V0 is how much?
30.
30 sine theta, sine
60
by
10.
10 or 2 into 10?
10, sir.
10. 2V sine theta by G. Right?
Yes. Yes.
I've not written the formula deliberately. I want you to look into the notes and write it. Otherwise, you become too much dependent on me. Right? So how much is this? 6 into
root 3 by 2.
So 3 root 3 seconds. Right? Quick. H max. What is the formula? Once you take this angle, the old formulas I can use. What is
Yes.
H max? Tell me. Look into the book and tell me.
V square sine square theta by
So V0 square sine square theta by
2g.
2g. So substitute. V square is what? 30 into 30. Sine square theta. Sine square 60 is
Yes, sir.
root 3 by 2
3
into root
by
3 by 2. So 3 by 4
Yes, sir.
by
4.
2g. 2 into 10.
10.
All right.
Yes, sir.
This goes 15, 45 by 4. Right? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Meters. Then third range R.
Most
Tell me.
so
V0 square sine 2 theta
2
by.
theta by g.
Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
So 30 into 30 sine 2 theta. Sine 2 into
1. Yes, sir.
sir, in the second one you missed one more 3, sir. In the second height match you missed one more 3.
Oh, this is there, no? Sorry, right. Yeah, it looked a little smaller in value. I did not notice. Thank you. So what is this? 10. Right? Do that
Yes,
correction, children. So this is sine 120 is how much?
1 by 2.
Just guessing something.
Root 3 by 2.
Vishnu, all this was given to you, no?
Yes.
So refer back immediately if you are in a doubt.
Yes,
So if you
sir.
look at it a few times, you will remember it without even trying to get it then and there itself. And you can also get it if you remembered how to get it, right? Sine
Yes.
120, how should I write?
90 plus 30.
So sine 90 plus 30 is what?
Cos.
Plus cos 30, right?
Yes, sir.
Huh?
Yes, sir.
So root 3 by 2. Isn't it so?
Yes, sir.
So 30 into 30 into root 3 by 2 by 10. Is
Yes,
it all
sir.
right? So 45 root 3 this is. Huh? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And velocity at the topmost point. What was that? V0 cos theta. Do you remember? If this angle is theta. Huh? Don't say velocity at the topmost point is 0. In this case, it's no. This component is still there. So fourth answer is what? 30 cos 60. How much?
15.
Okay. Tell me. So in one question, I made you recollect 1, 2, 3, 4 formulas. So I'll go for the next question. Quick. Can I continue? You should keep writing along with me. Phyllis, have you gone through that lesson yesterday?
No, sir, I'm still learning, sir.
Phyllis, tell me.
I'm still learning, sir.
Yeah, that's just a video for less than 1 hour, no? I want you to listen to that and make notes. Huh?
Yes, sir.
So
Yes,
that
sir.
you can refer back whenever I ask like this. You can only just turn back and see the formulas and get familiar with the method. Okay.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Right. Can I go to the next page?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Others. If somebody says yes, I'll turn. So if you say I fell behind, I cannot help. If you want that to be still there, tell me, Moshagnya.
Yes, sir.
I can turn the page, right?
Yes.
Right. Second question. A body is projected from the ground making an angle or certain angle theta with the horizontal. Okay. Find the value of theta for which range is maximum for a given speed. For a given speed. Find the value of this range. For a speed u. Okay. So we should go for the range formula, right? Once again, you should, I need not have to show this all the time, but this picture should keep coming to your mind all the time. Okay. For this kind of projectile, of course, we'll do many more projectiles later, different types of projectiles we discuss. But right now, only one idea at a time. So what was the range formula, children? That sheet. Range. That shield, why are you not speaking? Are you there, Tashil, in the meeting? You are there.
Yes, sir. Yes.
And then why don't you speak? You're not writing, I suppose, isn't it? Huh? I'll call your daddy now itself.
Sir?
Then why are you not saying anything?
No, sir. I am sir.
No, it only means you are not writing. Even now, just
Sir,
now we use a
it's-
formula here, right?
Yes, sir. It's
That means
V.
even this you are not writing.
No, sir. I was writing.
Huh?
I was saying it right now. Like I just opened my mic. It wasn't opening. So I'm.
There's something wrong. I'll talk to your father after the class. Actually, I don't want to go to that level, but the problem is like there'll be big disappointment later. No, my understanding now is that you're not writing anyway. Now look at children. Theta with margin, find theta for which range is maximum for a given speed. So for R to be maximum, sine 2 theta should be maximum, isn't it? Hello. For R to be maximum, sine 2 theta should be maximum, that is 1, right? That is sine 90 degrees. So it implies 2
Theta should be
equals
45.
theta should be 45, right? And therefore R equals, for given speed u means u square by g. Sine 2 theta is 1. This is R max. That shield, I'll bring you onto the screen. Show your notes. Come on. Put your video on and just show me your notes. Quick. When that previous problem and the present problem, just show it, zoom it. Quick. Now I'll keep asking things now because this is such a bad thing. Maybe happening with many people, but this online kind of teaching is it works wonders actually for motivated and mature people. Happily you can sit at home and do, no? Tashil, why are you not showing it? Okay, I'll come back to you again. Yeah, show it quick. The background is only I'm seeing.
1 second, sir. I'll just remove the background.
Others, be careful. I'm going to ask you for this one, the previous one, previous problem. Let me see. This is the problem now we are doing, the old one. Takshil. And so show the other notes.
That one I haven't written.
You haven't written. I know it. Okay. I'll see.
Sir,
Yes.
like if we throw the object parallel to the ground, doesn't the range count? Will the range be 0?
Just a minute. I'll come back. What did you say?
If we throw an object parallel to the ground, parallel.
Like you mean to say, I throw
Yes,
a body like this.
Yes, sir.
We discussed it already. Parallel to the ground means in air or along the ground?
Sir. Along the ground.
Along the ground. We discussed all this, no, whether there is an acceleration or not, that will decide speed and all that. That's one-dimensional motion.
Yes, sir. Then if we use this formula, we will get 0 answer as our range.
No, you mean to say how this case can be made a
Yes, sir.
limiting case for this one? Naturally, if you put theta equals 0, agreed, R equals 0. Why? Because there's nothing like R here, no?
Like it is moving friend now, sir. Like it is moving now, sir, range. It will move a specific distance from the point.
You did not mention if you are throwing it at the ground, what is the acceleration, all that you did not mention. G is not going to be there here, right? It is thrown on the ground. This G will be mg will be balanced by some force here, so it will go like that.
Yes, sir.
So there's only one way. There's nothing like a range there.
Yes, sir.
Okay. No, G should be there. No, for even if a slight this thing you do, it will fall like this. Then you have a range.
Yes, sir. If we throw an object above some limit, maybe few meters above from the ground,
from here
parallelly.
That we'll discuss separately.
Yes, sir.
That is a different case. It becomes a different case, right?
Yes.
Okay, I'll go to the next one. Okay, 3. Now be careful, children. I'm going to bring you to the video. This Tarshil fellow, you are on my radar. Hmm? That is such a dangerous thing. Do you know, Takshil, that you are completely out of the touch with the reality? No, I'll speak to your father after that class. Okay, third one. In the previous question, or in question number 3, in question number 3, what is the H max when R equals R max? I hope people followed it. In question 2, I think that is 2.
Yes, sir.
Right. Come on.
It's u square by 4g, sir.
That's correct. So we had what? H max formula you require, that's all. H max equals what? V0 square. Tell me. Isn't it?
Yes.
And V0 is at U square. Theta is 45 degrees, right? For R equals R max, theta is 45. So sine square 45 by 2g. That is U square by 2g into sine 45 is 1 by root 2. 1 by root 2 whole square is 1 by 2. So U square by 4g, which is nothing but R max by 4. Isn't it so? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Which means I'll show you. A physical situation is this. You throw a body like that with certain speed with 45 degrees like this.
Sure.
Right? Yes?
Sir. Sir, I'm not able to see the screen, sir.
Ganesh.
Yes, sir.
I think you rejoin. Some refresh rate is not proper or whatever. I don't know.
Okay, sir.
Others are able to see, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Right.
Yes, sir.
So it for 45 degrees, it went to some distance R, for example. This is R max. Now the height went will be simply 1/4 of this. Do you understand? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Like if this was 100 meters, for example, for a certain speed, this will be how much? 25.
25 meters.
Right. Takshil, are you writing now?
Yes, sir.
Can you explain me why you are not writing? Am I going fast?
A bit, sir. You were going a bit fast.
Not able to hear.
You were going a bit fast, sir.
Is it? Ganesh?
It's fun, sir. I think that you are going a bit fast.
So we should have finished a lot of lesson, not many more lessons, no? If I went fast. And I'm asking every time, can I change the screen? Did you anytime answer?
Not like that, sir.
Then
it happened today.
It happened today. I
Yes,
don't
sir.
believe. I don't believe. No. Because I have given you a window to escape, saying, am I going fast? You're saying I'm going fast. If I went fast, I would have finished 2 more lessons. Do you know? And every time, whenever I change the screen, I'm asking, am I? Am I
Yes,
not?
sir.
Then? No, because I demanded something from you, you're giving an excuse. No, this happens. People take screenshots, don't write when they come to the class. There's nothing with them and they don't know what to do. They'll ask for material to mug up for the exam. Huh? Were you from Chaitanya previously?
No, sir.
From which school are you?
Oakwood International School.
Which one?
Oakwood.
So then why this lack of writing habit? No, this is a first warning I'm telling and last one. Be careful. Right. I'll go to the next slide. So how much time it takes? People must have already written as I was doing and they'll write it. So you're not writing. You don't want to write. I can imagine now what's happening in the other subjects. You ask your father to call me. Instead of me calling and complaining, you tell your father that I asked for you to call him. Call me. I'll go for the next question. Come on. Fourth. Show that for angles of projection, theta and 90 minus theta with the horizontal, the ranges are equal. The ranges are equal for a given speed. And one more fellow, I think, who is not writing is Dhanush Chandra. Are you writing? Zohair, are you writing? Aman, I don't know whether he's there. Sayyid Aman. So have you written down this question, children?
Yes, sir.
Takshil and others, listen to me. How you need to approach an online class, especially a kind of class which I am giving to you. You should be comfortably sitting there and have better you have not a phone but a laptop or a little bigger. What is that? Like iPad, like thing, tablet, which can be put like this with certain angle. Now I've got a lot of arrangement here. You don't know. If you want, I'll show you after the class. You know, I've got a camera in front of me, isn't it? Isn't it? I'm looking
Yes,
at your,
sir.
and then I've got one here, of course, for my convenience. I have a touch laptop where I can write. And then there's one table here, there's another table here. I've got all my charging devices and my books, and I can revolve like this, 360 degrees. And I opened this door, so that there is a lot of ventilation. And I have a chair like this where I can do like this. Why am I telling you this? If you're sitting on your cot and looking into a phone and bending like this, how do you write anything? You cannot, first of all. And what should you be doing? You should keep looking at the screen, keep listening. If possible, you can have your ear devices, whatever. Only need to keep cleaning them properly. And then keep writing and keep listening. And if required, keep talking. If somebody is really consciously trying to do this, their improvement will be tremendous. Because first of all, you'll improve your concentration, you are multitasking. Multitasking is what? You need to look at the screen. You need to keep writing. You need to keep listening, and you need to keep answering when questions are asked. So at once you'll go into a meditative mood. And I don't know how many are doing that. Let me see. So I will go to the next one. So what should I do now? What is the formula for R, Takshil?
Sir, it's V naught square sine 2 theta by G.
Sine 2 theta by G. This is a formula from where we need to start. R1 for theta will be V naught square sine 2 theta. All right. You know, what is he saying? A body is projected with theta first and 180 minus theta next. You follow? So they'll go in different paths. Okay.
Yes.
Different paths, but the ranges will be equal. I'll show it after doing this. By G. This is for theta, I wrote sine 2 theta. This is 180 minus theta. Do you follow? If this is 30 or if this is 60, that will be, so sorry, what did I say?
90 minus theta.
90 minus theta. If this is 30, this is 60.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So R2 equals V0 square sine 2 into the place of theta, I should write
90 minus theta.
90 minus theta by G. So what is this? V0 square sine 180 minus 2 theta, isn't it?
Sine 2 theta, sir.
And
Yes.
sine 180 minus x is what? Sine x or sine theta. So R1 equals R2. But the heights will be different, children. Do you follow? Huh? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Heights will be different. After looking at the heights ratio, I can show the path. Only that they'll go there, go to different heights, but fall at the same point here. That's where what you mean by saying ranges are same. Do you follow? Hello?
Yes,
sir.
So when you're following it, what is the trouble? Just keep writing it simultaneously. Now let me bring one more fellow into the video. All right. Amar, of course, may be writing. This Zuhair Mohiuddin. I'm saying Uzair here. I don't know. Can you come into the screen? Hello. Zuhair. Are you there or not? Jawahar,
Sir?
can I see your notes?
Yes, sir. 1 minute.
Show it quickly.
Yes, sir.
Just show it to camera. I'm not able to see it anyway. Okay.
Sir, open camera, sir.
Opened
it.
I'm not able to see anything. I mean, you tried, but you're not showing it to the camera. That's too. Yes. So show me the previous page. No, you are doing it on a phone or what?
Phone, sir.
Okay. All right. So next time, be careful. I may call anybody and ask for showing your notes. So can I continue?
Yes, sir.
Right. We'll actually try to show the paths after doing a little more. Now, this is question number 4, isn't it? So fifth one is this. In question number 4, T1 by T2 equals how much? That is time of flight ratio. Do you follow? And H1 by H2 is how much? What is H1 by H2? Maximum vertical height. All right. So tell me quickly. Why is my voice chart is not getting on? I don't know. So T1 should be how much, children? 2 V0 sine
2 V0 sine
theta by
sine
2
theta
sine theta by G.
right.
G.
T2 will be what, Nihita? Sine
2 sine 90 minus theta by G,
right, which is how much?
which is 2 V0 cos theta by G,
So T1 by T2 will be what?
tan theta.
Right. So the answer is here, tan theta. Okay. Similarly for H1, H2, quickly. Similarly, H1 equals, don't get spoon fed, that's bad. V0 square sine square theta by G, H2G. H2 equals V0 square sine square 90 minus theta by 2G. Sine square 90 minus 2 theta is 90 minus theta is what?
Cos
Square theta by 2G. So H1 by H2 will be what? Tan square theta.
tan square theta.
So it is there on the screen so much time. So if you're writing along with me and listening to me, just a little more time, I can just turn it off, turn to the next page, right? It is not a lecturing, it's not a lecture, it is a lesson done according to your speed and your capacity. Only you need to admit that you are slow, not that I am fast, or you're not motivated. Takshi.
Yes, sir.
Now, I should continue further. Actually, we should have finished the questions under this heading, and tomorrow one more heading we need to take, one more kind of a projectile. There are so many ways, so many types of projectiles you don't know. Next, sixth question, if I remember. Yeah, if you want to see what is that meaning of it, you can just take one example. I have projected one body with 40 meters per second, children, with an angle, say 30 degrees. So what will be the range here? 40 square into, tell me, sine 2 theta, 2 into 30
Yes.
by
10.
G.
G.
So 40 into 40 sine 60
3 by
by 10. How much is this?
80 root 3, sir.
80 root 3. Now, one more body is projected now with 60, for example. Isn't it? Theta is 30 means 90 minus theta is 60, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Hello? So R2 will be what? 40 into 40 sine, tell me, 2 into
2 into 60.
60. 2 and
60 by G.
10. Then yes.
So 40 into 40 sine 120 is once again.
Root 3 by 2.
So 80 root 3. So both the ranges are same. Hello. But let us find out the heights. H1 equals. Tell me, formula. In our question, then at least you speak.
V naught square sine square theta.
V naught square by
X square theta by
2G. So
Yes.
V naught square is 40 square.
into
Sine square theta now. Sine square
Yes.
30.
31 by 4.
1 by 4
4.
by 2 into G, 20.
20. Yes, sir.
So what do I get?
20.
20, sir. 20.
How much is this?
20 20 meters.
20 meters. H2, let me calculate.
Yes. Sir.
V naught square 40 into 40 into sine square 60.
60. Yes. Sir.
How much is that?
Root 3 by
3 by 4.
3 by 4. Yes, sir.
By 2G. So how much is this?
60.
60 meters.
60 meters. So this is going more height. This is going less height, but both are having same range. So what do you mean by that? This will go less height. That will go more height, but the ranges are same. Do you follow? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So that is the idea. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
And look, so anytime in future, when you see such angles, what? 10 degrees and 80 degrees, 15 degrees and 75 degrees, isn't it? 30
Yes, sir.
degrees and
60 degrees.
60 degrees, 45 degrees and
45.
45 degrees, 60 degree, 60 is over, 50 degrees, 30 degrees. Like this, for all these angles, the ranges are
Same.
Common.
same, but the heights will be different. Heights ratio will be tan square theta, and time ratio will be tan theta. So time will be different, height will be different, but R will be same. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So this is some kind of a story thing. There's nothing like not following, unless you're looking for some that Chaitanya Narayana kind of formula fixing and remembering the equations blindly. So the whole teaching and program will make you self-sufficient, that you'll be able to think and solve questions, not mug up and remember solutions. All right. So this is not just some numbers, not some formula. It is something. Oh, if I have two guns here firing shells, I can make them fall the same height, sorry, same point by projecting to different heights. Do you follow?
Yes.
Isn't
Yes.
it? Say sometimes you want the shell to go a little higher. Say you are firing some target behind the house. Do you follow? So you don't want the shell to go through the house. You want the shell to go over the height, over the house. Do you follow? You could have
Yes,
actually
sir.
fired it at a lower angle and made it fall there, but that would be hitting the house. So you'll make it fall at a little higher and then fall at the same point. So it's very, very practical. You can, on your own, you can check. Do you follow my point? Take two marbles or two stones, whatever, throw from here, put one mark there and somehow make it fall there. And next time also you make it fall there with a little lesser height. So with a little greater height. It may go a greater height, but still fall at the same time if you manage it properly. So that there is some story for that, not just some numbers. Okay, Jawahar, are you listening? Jawahar, are you listening? Okay, I'll go for the next question. It's not over. So many on a single thing. We can frame some 20 questions. You don't know. That too, very simple things, not difficult. A body is projected from the ground from the ground with a certain speed and with certain angle to the horizontal. Find this angle if r equals h, 2 r equals 2h, 3 r equals 3h, 4 r equals 4h. Come on, 4 questions here. So do you know what to do?
We can equate the both.
That's all. You keep equating the formulas, isn't it so? For the first one, what will I do?
Sir.
Enoch?
Sir, v naught square sine 2 theta by g equals v naught square sine square theta by 2g.
That's all. So this goes, 1g goes. Sine 2 theta is written as 2.
And theta cos.
So sine theta by cos theta is how much?
2.
Tan theta equals 2. If you want actual angle, you can look into the tables. Otherwise, you can write like this: theta equals tan inverse
2.
Similarly, 2 for r equals 2h, 3h, 4h. Come on, quickly. I'll give the time for you. Come on.
So first tan theta equals to 4 mass.
Tan theta equals
First one, sir. First one. First one tan theta equals to 4 again.
sorry, there is one 2 here. We left out that.
Yes, sir.
So this is 4. Sorry. Correct. That's good. Come on. This 2 is there, no? This 2 into 2. Yeah. If you do it blindly, you will copy it, no? I just did not look at this 2 here, right? Being absent-minded. So if you're copying blindly, you'll do the same mistake, Vignesh.
Sir, the second one is tan inverse of 2, sir. Theta equal to tan inverse of 2.
Is that right, children?
Yes, sir.
Right. Third, fourth, you do.
Sir, will it be 4/3 in this case?
Maybe. Let others agree.
Yes, sir. Third one is 4/tan.
How much? Theta is tan inverse?
4/3.
Do others agree?
Yes, sir.
So just go on doing same thing.
Next tan theta equals to 1.
Next, tan theta equals tan inverse.
Tan inverse 1, sir.
Huh?
1, sir.
So that is.
What if
You already
I
have done
say
it, no? H equals R by 4. We did previously this question.
Yes, sir.
So when you're throwing it with 45 degrees, it goes to a maximum range of R max. The height will be R by 4, we said, isn't it? Same thing is coming up here. Huh?
Yes, sir.
So others, see, 1 I've shown that 2, 3, 4, you need to equate the formulas and get your values. In a physical class, I would go and check whether people are actually doing. And to be fair to you, in the physical classes, you don't get it, but at least you'll copy from others, you'll take help from others. But that facility we don't have right now. Which means everything depends on your maturity, honesty, your attitude. One way good that is. Because here itself, good and bad are separated. Okay, I'll keep it there. I'll give another question here itself. 8. The body is projected with a kinetic energy E, making an angle theta to the horizontal. Find its kinetic energy. Find its 1 kinetic energy, 2 potential energy at the topmost point of the path. You need not have to think that kinetic energy, potential energy are not done here. You know the formulas of kinetic and potential energies. Kinetic energy is half mv square. Potential energy is mgh. That's enough. People have already left. How to control this? So, can I go to the next page?
Yes, sir.
I'm
Yes,
going.
sir.
Hope you remember the question here.
Yes.
Now, look, the same figure keeps coming again and again. Let us say this is V0. So, Ke equals what here in this case? E equals half m V0 square, right? He has given this and this theta. It goes like this. So, the topmost point, what was the speed, children? If you remember V0,
Zero cos theta.
cos theta. So, kinetic energy there will be E1. If I call the kinetic energy as E1, that will be half m V0 cos theta whole square. So what will be this? Half m V0 square
Cos theta square.
cos square theta. What is all this? E. So E.
Cos square theta. Okay. Yes, sir.
So in terms of theta and E, you get your answer. Similarly, potential energy, I can call it U. mgh. And what is h at this point?
Maximum height, sir.
Maximum
Yeah, that is V0 square sine square theta by
2g.
2g. So it is half m V0 square sine square theta, right? So this is what E.
Yes, sir.
So this is the potential, this is the kinetic energy in terms of E and theta. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Hmm.
Sir, we can do this in another way also, no, sir. We can get the potential energy by minusing E1 from E.
You can. Who is that?
Sriram, sir.
Sriram, yeah. So because he knows something, the total energy, mechanical energy is written as K plus 1, K plus U or E plus U like this. So you can do that. What is that? E minus E,
Law of conservation of energy.
yeah, cos square theta. This is U. So this is E into 1 minus cos square theta. What is that 1 minus cos square theta is?
Sine square theta.
Sine square theta. That's it. Okay. Remember, once again, I'll tell you because today I could catch one fellow who is not writing. He's not writing because something, some problem. But others might think I know this, so I don't need to write. No, both I don't agree. I want people to be very, very organized and be at the same time creative. Remember it. For later studies, we learn the subject. For being comfortable and improve in the later studies in undergraduate and graduation, we learn it thoroughly. But we're also preparing for an exam. So it should be done thoroughly, deeply. Good sums have to be discussed. Tough sums have to be done. But consolidation is important, which means even a small idea or whatever idea, it should be there in your notebook. So this particular thing of writing notes, I'm going to implement strongly now. I'll be directly contacting your parents if you're not writing. Okay. All right. With that, I'll close. Can I close? Takshil. I was actually writing slow. I'm going slow. You
Yes,
don't
sir.
know. I do more. That's why that's becoming, what do you call, hard for you. One lesson, kinematics. This is an leaving that problem solving session. This is an 18th, 19th lesson. Who will do so much? It's not over it. 10 more lessons will happen. So this is actually bothering you. So be careful. I'm going to be very serious about that. I close now.
Yes.
Thank you.